Okay, so I had a little bluefish action in the last series, and I just wanted to mention one thing in that last set of clips with the bluefish that I was throwing on that spinning rod, a stick bait, and I don't think it particularly matters what you're throwing into a school of bluefish. They're just attacking anything, so I don't think that really matters, although I do want to say again, I do not like treble hooks. I try to go with stuff that like a bucktail or a jig head with a single hook, which makes it a lot simpler to deal with. I like simplicity myself. So anyway, waiting for the temperatures to cool off, the water temperatures to cool off, because the striper action slows down about mid-June, and the summer's kind of slow. That's why I find myself in upper part of Narragansett Bay and Mount Hope Bay trying to scrape up some fluke somewhere along the line. But the water temperatures did come down. It was early September. The surface water temperature hit about 70, 71 degrees, and that's kind of like the cutoff point. And I knew when the water temperatures came down to that point, the stripers would be back. And the first time I was out in the water and the surface water temperature was 70 degrees, I hit them. And I had an excellent day out in the water that day. I boated 14 stripers, just missed a couple of keepers by an inch or two. And then in my 14th fish, I boated a beauteous 30-inch keeper. Unfortunately, I don't have any video to show from that. I think that I accidentally left the camera on pause when I left the dock, and every time I think about not having video of that day, it kind of, I don't know, irks me a little bit. But I like to think I learned from that mistake, and hopefully it won't happen again. So the next time I was out in the water with the camera working, it was a 2-keeper day. It was a little later in September. And the fishing's still pretty good. September, October, you can still find some nice sized stripers in the river. And so you'll see the first one I pull in is a 24-inch schoolie. I got it on a jig head, and it's got a little spinner underneath, and I think I had that bunker pattern shad body on there. And but my first keeper that I pick up is I have a shad body on a bucktail, and that works pretty well. But what I do use a lot, I use a lot of these jig heads, and this is a 4-ounce jig head, and I don't usually use 4 ounces a lot unless I'm in real deep water, but I just wanted to show what it looks like. It's this jig head, and it's got these concave areas here in the front, and it's got the eyes there, and what this concave area does, it helps wobble the front of the shad body, and it helps give it a little bit more action, and I really like these jig heads. So I don't want to mention any manufacturer's name because I'm not being paid to advertise, but if you do recognize this, I recommend you getting a few, because I do like them. Anyway, the first keeper I pull in this set of clips is a 29-incher. Actually, both keepers in this on this day were 29 inches, and I got a bucktail on a shad attached to a shad body on this first keeper, and the second keeper I've got a 9-inch white shad body on a jig head. And that first one came in the upper part of the river again, where I like to fish, and this first one is in a stretch of river. It's a very intimidating stretch of river. I mentioned this before, but I made a cardinal mistake in this video when I turned the boat around and I let my line go slack, and I thought I was going to lose this fish, and I didn't. I ended up boating him. It was a really nice fish, and but I made a huge mistake there that I almost paid for. And you really got to watch it in this part of the river, because, like I said, there's rocks and boulders everywhere. You got to keep control of your boat at all times, and it's just a little bit intimidating. Even though I've trolled that area hundreds of times, it's still intimidating to me. And on the second keeper, again, I'm down off of the jetty across from the boat ramp, and when I pick up this second keeper of the day, and on the final shot you'll see a bluefish who completely bit me off on that 9-inch shad body. And but it was a good day, and so let's take a look at it. All right. It's 24 incher, break the ice for the day. Hopefully better things to come. Lose this fucking fish. God, no fucking rule. Hey. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. Come on. Okay. I got you. Oh. All right. Holy crap, that's a nice one. Oh, is that a nice one? Oh, is that a nice one? Check it out. All right, 29 inches. It's 29 inches. That's another Keepa for the books. All right, nice one. That's a nice fish. That's a nice one. Get back in the water. All right, that's still around.
came out of his mouth.